Hi, it's Joey, and here we are for our Friday all-over body workout. For those of you sipping on your clover tea, no, your clove tea. That's what it is, yeah, not clover. Clover's much nicer. Yeah, I've forgotten the name of it, but you know what you're doing, your spice thing for your intestines. Anyway, well done for keeping the detox going for those of you who are. We're just a few days into it. Right now, you could be struggling. There might be a headache coming on a bit later. Really, today, let's just warm up while I'm yabbering on. If you've been off sugar for about 2 or 3 days now, this could really be the day you have a bit of a banging headache. And likewise with the refined carbs or any of your little habits, and the rest of you might be just still kicking around your bottles of booze. That's another thing. I've got to remind you of my insurance, actually. So to remain insured, you've got to remove all dangerous objects out the way, which includes those bottles that you might be skidding on. All right, let's rotate round. Rotate. Nice and slow. Well, as slow as I can go. I know I still go a little bit fast. I just want to pack so many exercises into it so that it's not too repetitive for you. Okay, open up the chest and look behind. Feel it mobilizing the waist nicely. And just because you've just contacted me, Nikki, Claire, Louise, Beth Ann, thanks for being there. Okay, now let's swing through and up. Swing through, up. Okay, rise on your toes and hold. Rise and hold. Rise and hold. Up. Up and relax. Okay, we're just going to walk forward. I'm going to add a few things together. Someone should just walk like the Fonz. Walk forward. That's showing how old I am. There. Then I want to drop, open, and then just march it back, okay? I'm not going into 80s aerobics, don't worry. Walk, 2, drop, open, walk it back. Now, you might think, why is she going across the beat of the music? That's because I don't hear it. I haven't got it on. So if I ever strike the beat, it's pure fluke. Walk forward, bend, up. I messed that one up. And walk again. 1, 2, 3, stamp 4. Drop 4, come up, back it goes. All right, now let's get a bit more serious. We're going to start off with one leg slightly behind here, nice and wide, just a few bounces down, okay? So for you, hips are down there, just a few bounces, kind of like a telemark skiing. We're not doing that one when we flush the hips through, okay? We're just bending there. Give it a switch change and bounce. I'm hoping that Ottilie will wake up and join us because I need her for a leg press. Now I want you to sway to the side, transfer the weight and sway. So you might kind of feel that's a bit low, in which case you can just like sway like that, like you're ready to catch a ball. But I want you nice and low, transfer it and sway. If you've got weights, you can start using your weights here and holding them down static there. That's actually what I'm going to be talking about next week, using all the kit that you've got, now that you've got used to doing your exercises at home, just a couple of pieces of kit that make it almost a complete gym for you at home. You might think you need lots of stuff, you really don't. I mean, I know it's nice to have nice lockers and changing rooms and a spa at the end, but okay, now can we go kneeling down? If you've just woken up, not that one. I want you to, one foot forward, the other foot forward, kneel it back down and down. Okay, so if you're not feeling like you want to get down on your knees today, just do a walk and a low, all right? And just get those thigh muscles working. But otherwise, if we're down here, it's a step, stay low, back, down. Change legs each time. There's so many moves, I've forgotten which leg I started with actually. Keep it low. I'm just going to give you a profile of that so you know how low I'm trying to stay. One last time. I think that's enough of that, don't you? and down. Okay, now with your hands nice and wide, knees bent behind you gently. You don't need to do the full press up right now. I just want to warm up that chest. Press it down, press. If you're feeling a little bit weedy today, stick your bum out. Otherwise, open up the chest muscle. Give it 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you have your weights, take them. If you don't have your weights, still kneeling, or you can be sitting. If you're watching me from your armchair, you can just be sitting here with a nice straight back, perfectly upright. Otherwise, I want you pushing up the arms. Let's just get those shoulders going, thinking of that lovely cap that you see on boxers, actually. Where else do you see that? Thinking of all these nice athletic shoulders. Push on up and up. It gives you great posture. It gives you a nice shape. It makes your waistline look smaller. Shoulders are good, and you can carry life on top of it. Okay, now let's take the hands behind you, sitting down. Again, if you're on your chair now, you can just slide off. Insurance, no, stay on the chair. Just drop yourself gently down the edge and drop your hands here. So you can do that on the side of your bed, sofa chair, on the floor. Same classic we've been doing for years, particularly good for the triceps. Okay, so if you've got some oomph in you, let's go for a single arm, because you could be warmed up by now, I'm hoping you are. And then change arms, 5 on each side. Okay, if you're feeling really sprightly, let's turn around. And again, you can just be standing up or on the edge of your bed here, hands forward, and really narrow with those hands, press forward there. If you're on the floor and you're feeling strong, I'm thinking of the tough girls, actually. No, I was going to say the husbands, but that's a bit sexist. Okay, push it down and up, down. Otherwise, drop the knees in. If it's still feeling a bit tough, we're going there again. Push it. 3 more. 2, 1. Okay, standing up, taking one leg out to behind for a curtsy. Push up those shoulders as you go. Push, and check that that knee's really wrapped out, coming around the other side. I know my tights are sort of so jazzy, you probably can't work out one leg from the other, but I have got 2. Switch sides. One leg behind, push on up. So this is working nicely on the outside of the hip here. That's not for Claire. You just sit down and have your tea, your anti-parasite tea. And over. Okay, legs a little bit wide here. We're going to go low and up. Just nice bends there. So those of you who are watching this a little bit later, you know I'm serious when I'm pulling up my trousers. We're going to go into something a bit big then. You've got to pull up your skirts, girls, if you're sitting behind the desk, and get the nice depth of the feet, knees out to the side. Then hold it. I was thinking of you, Heather, behind your desk, while you're doing while everyone's putting on the nice face for the screen time, and then beneath, there's probably gardening trousers on or something. Bounce, 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 straighten it up. Bounce, 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 and up. I'm talking to Couch Fit too. I know we've gone a few weeks now with all the Couch Fit exercises, so I hope some of you are joining in with me today. Now can you raise one heel? And of course, healthy Life Fitness Hillary's in Perth, down. So as you can see, I'm eking up, lifting up that heel, opening up here under the glutes and in the adductors, other side. And it should be really quite burning on top by now. We're going to keep that position in a moment and start getting a little bit more bouncy with it. Okay, so hold the low position here, and can you rotate a bit like a boxer's hook? Keep that squat low. Just give it 10 nice bashes. My thighs are burning, just in case yours aren't. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, shake that down. finishing off on the shoulders, not finishing off. We've got a few more minutes, sorry about that. Down here, head down, feet close, little bounces with those arms. And might be a few, I'm not doing that today. But if you want those fancy shoulders, that's what we're up for today. Push it on. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, I want you to move on now to a little bit of heart rate stuff. So just go stamp, stamp, and then do a couple of fast ones. So stamp, stamp. Am I keeping in time with the music? Stamp, stamp. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, we might have to style it up a bit. It's a little bit like a toddler having a tantrum. So let's make it a little bit, twist it. Oh, it's Friday, right? As if you're going out tonight. Take it to the side. Take it to the side. Now, have I lost you? No, you've got it. I'm sure you're nailing it. That's a gallop, touch. A gallop, touch. Up. Yeah, Friday night, right? Remember when you used to go out and dance? Now it's just in front of the screen. So like Kate Bush, she was ahead of her time, wasn't she? Dancing to a screen. Mustn't laugh at my own jokes. Up, okay, ease it. Choo-choo train arms. Push those hips out. We're going to make it into a whole huge routine though. Now, no, I'm joking. We're going to add a bit of a march to that. So in the beginning, walking forward, you're the Fonz. You drop, you open, and you go back. And walk it forward. Drop, hop, take it back. And walk it forward. Maybe not a drop for everyone. And up for everyone. Everyone can do a Michael Jackson. Last one. Forward, drop, up. Now, cha-cha-cha, hop, ha-ta-ta. Comb your hair. Pick something up. One last time. And over. Okay, let's get back onto some serious stuff, some leg stuff now. We're going to take both legs together, weight on the front of the toes, hinging from the hips, hinging there. Reach down, pull it up. Reach down, pull it up. If you've got weights, you can use your weights. If you've got a band, that's going to be too tight. But just as an example, down and up, down and up. We're looking to work the backs of the legs. Down, weight on the toes, not entirely, but fractionally. Keeps that working there. 3 more. 2, 1. Okay, so if you have got a band to sight, now's your moment to put it around your knees, but don't feel left out if you don't have some elastic. We don't need the elastic. Well, it just helps a bit. I like it because it strengthens this part of the glutes, which in turn strengthens the knee and is much more supportive. So if you can put your head or shoulders onto a chair, bed, this is probably, it's not the best example at all because it's too low. If you don't have anything right now and you're just on the floor, this is your position, okay? With it like that. I am going to elevate my head because I'd rather that position. So head and shoulders are elevated. You've got your band on or you've got no band. You're going to drop the hips, separate the knees all the time, and lift. Drop and lift. We're doing it all today, aren't we? We're doing a bit of cha-cha. And now exercises, bands, hip thrusts with elastic around your legs. And up. And if you can, give it even more of a split, so you drop and then you split open and come down. Up, there. So you're still doing the same action with or without band, okay? And hopefully it's working nicely there. Think of all the power that backside brings. Think of how it improves your posture. Even my mother might be watching this and she'll probably be talking to me saying, she hasn't got even onto the floor yet. How are you doing, Mummy? Lift up, Last time, and up. Okay, if you have got that band, we're going to keep it on. Don't worry if you don't. Just above the knees, okay? Hopefully it's not cutting off the blood supply. I want you to squat one side, close, squat the other, and down, close, out. So you're separating it out, bringing it back to the center, out, and close. And you should be starting to feel it a little bit, especially if you've got the band on there. 3 more. 2 and 1. Okay, lower that band. You can do the next exercise standing up or on the floor. Okay, so if you've got a hip problem, not for you this one at all. The action, just turn back to camera. No, I'm not meant to do that. Hands, 1 foot out to the side, another soft knee, and you just rotate that leg round to the back, like a hook. So it's just like a hook there and back. I'm trying to keep my ribs really straight forward, okay? I'm not coming around with it. I want it to stay very square in the hips. If you're on the floor, if you're able to get down, that is your better option. Taking it up behind and out. Up, and I'm flattening the foot on top to make sure that I've got it, so I'm maximizing the contraction in this part of the glutes. Then I would like to check with you that you're not, again, opening up and bending the back. You're keeping super straight. Okay, change sides. So that's an open and lift. Hook it round. This is for you girls with the great backsides, and this is for the rest of us who've got to catch up with you. And back. Afreen, I'm thinking of you. 2 and 1. Okay, taking the feet slightly apart, hands together, head down, roll down, forward, forward, forward. Getting the spine, a little bit of space between each vertebrae. Hang it down there. Weight fractionally on the toes. Fold your arms and just add to that sort of extension a little bit. That will sort of weight you down a little bit. Whatever. And you know, we're not going for maximum flop here. If it means you're just up here, that's fine. We're just trying to lengthen out a bit there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Ease it out. Come up slowly. And relax. So well done for joining in with me with the cha-cha-cha and a bit of Michael Jackson. Thanks for joining. Next week, keep going with your detox if you're on it. I'm right behind you. Do communicate with me, and let's clear out a few months of bad habits. 6 days is what you really need for it to be effective for adjusting your habits. Ideally longer, but 6 days is quite key, so be quite strict with yourself. Next week, I'll be talking about how you can have your own little stuff at home, what you need for your gym at home, how you can make use of what you've got, if you let me know what you've got. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. And please, I forget to say this, would you mind liking and subscribing? Thank you. See you on Monday. Bye.